right.
Rat Patch, available at any convenience drugstore or gas station or dispensary.
Let's go. What up, y'all?
Yo, we back. We back.
Another episode in a lot. I'm your host. I'm your boy Bird. My boy
Justo Manifesto.
And today on the lot with us, we got. This ain't no stranger to the lot. No stranger to the lot. She's been here. So
I've been here.
This is a what we gonna call it? A updated, a catch up update. Part two. I guess
well, it's like part three.
It's like part three.
It's part three actually.
So we've been.
I just be moving a lot. You know, you gotta do updates after updates.
A lot is an understatement.
No stranger to the lot. The one, the only, Miss Melly Starz. What up?
Hi.
What up, Melly?
I don't know. What's up? I don't know. It's weird to be on this side of things.
Right. Look, now you're back being being a person being interviewed. Been here before, so talk to us a little bit about what you've been up to. You know, because I have questions. Well, we have questions, right? But talk to us a little bit about what.
Wait, hold on. Before you answer those questions, we want to let our audience know to make sure y'all like,
share,
follow,
sub,
leave that 5-star review.
Leave a 5-star review,
5 stars.
and make sure y'all hit that bell. But most importantly, man, don't forget to do this important thing. We need y'all to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a motherfucking friend.
To pull up.
Because it's the lot.
Season 2.
Season 2.
So, Melly.
So, oh gosh, I'm scared. I'm scared for just those questions. And like I said, I'm cool, you know. Me and you got a relationship, but Justo, he got no filter.
And he wasn't here either. He wasn't here the last time.
Exactly.
I wasn't here the last time, so I got
a bazillion questions.
We got to reel a lot of stuff back on in.
Yeah.
Alright, so
where should we start?
I know, right?
I want to start in the beginning.
You want to start in the beginning?
Like when I was born?
Nah, not that.
Right, so people know that. Well, people do know you were born in Chicago, moved to Miami.
Yeah.
Now you're back in Chicago, working in Chicago. So for the people that are just tuning in, right? That's what we'll do. For the people that's just tuning in, tell the people about.
Just tuning in?
Yeah, you know, because they're a little late to the party, but they here. But tell them a little bit about what it is that you do, and what field you're in.
Everything.
She ain't lying. She ain't lying.
Woman of many talents, many hats.
It's easier to say what I don't do. I don't make music. Well, actually,
you got some songs, don't you?
I can't even say I don't make music.
Don't she got a song too?
She got a couple verses out there.
I can't even say that I don't do that. Okay, so literally everything in the entertainment space. Mm-hmm. From media, journalism, event curation, investing, coverage, all of that. I have my own show thanks to you guys, Melly's Couch. You know, I do artist interviews. I also still blog. Like, y'all don't be submitting no more because y'all think like I'm doing other things, but I do still do the blogging stuff. I still will review your music. I like to review music. Geez, what else? Oh, I'm a judge. That's right, I'm a musical judge as well. What else? Oh my gosh, there's so many things.
Okay, so what gave you, when was it that you got that first itch to be in the entertainment business? Like, were you high school? Were you like trying to be a manager for somebody at a time?
Oh God, no, not manager. That's the crazy story about management. Actually, there's an untold story that I'm going to give you guys exclusively that I've been thinking about for a couple of days, and I know exactly how I'm going to do it, but when we get to the management stuff, we'll get there. As far as entertainment, I distinctly remember, just because this space is so reminiscent of my childhood, I used to always be like the center of attention, and I loved dancing and my little dresses and stuff like that. So I don't know if I said this to either one of you guys. I did say this to Herb when I came for the first time to the lot. I was like, man, this looks like, it was like a I've been here before moment. And then I was like, I have been here before. I walked down the stairs and I'm like, I've been here, like here before. I texted my family in Miami. I was like, yo, did mom and dad have a friend in Berkeley? And then we're like, yeah. Come to find out, they had a friend out here. Not this exact house, but it was the same exact layout, everything. And I was like, if that isn't a synchronicity, I don't know what the fuck is. Yeah, full circle. Yeah. So I remember used to, like, we would come to parties and I'd be in my little dress just dancing around, like how you have the out there. Yeah, so they didn't have the room. It was like all of this, the whole downstairs was just like party. With, I think there was like a bar or something. And I remember dancing around like the center of attention, like, yeah. So maybe that was like my first indication that I wanted the spotlight that I could remember. I was like maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. So that was probably the first thing. And then, I mean, I did cheerleading. I don't know if that necessarily...
It counts as entertainment.
I feel like it counts.
They're entertaining the crowd, you know, being out there.
So I did that in like middle school. I was a flyer, so they like threw me.
Threw you up,
what else? High school I didn't really... No, I did that.
Yeah, you got dropped.
Yes, I did.
Really?
I did. Oh my gosh! And
you feel a spot on your face?
They dropped me because they didn't put a spotter in front of me, and like the girls were different. Like one had my head, like my foot up this way, and the other one had it this way, and I'm like, I can't. Like and I just boop, and I was like, oh shit.
I probably wouldn't even get back up and do that shit again.
Yeah, I just seen some people fall there and cheer when I was playing basketball.
They don't. It's not a mat down there. That's pure.
Well, yeah, we were in North Lake. There's that park. So I would ride my bike to the practice. So it was grass, like boom, on the ground.
You felt that shit.
My cousins were not happy. Shout out to Cuban. I remember he distinctly pulled up on his bike. What do you mean she fell? Like flipping the fuck out. Yeah, so I did fall.
So you were talking about being a judge, right? So the last time you were here, we were talking about the Bitter Jester Festival, right? So for the people that don't know, tell them what the Bitter Jester Festival was and is. Yeah. And tell them your role and what you did and how that went. Because you came, you talked about going to, I think you went that night, actually.
Yeah, something like I was starting or something like that.
So tell the people about what it is and you know what your role in it was.
So Bitter Jester is a nonprofit organization, and they do like a competition style. So basically like different bands, singers, stuff like that. Under 21, so the thing is they have to be under 21. They all sign up, they compete from all over. This year I think they had their first competitors from like Canada. So throughout wherever you sign up, and it's just a competition. And then they have judges, they have 7 judges I think every night from like different areas, like whether it's someone who plays an instrument, somebody who does media, a record exec, just from different, you know, spaces in the entertainment space. And then we sit there and we score them and stuff like that. And every night there's like one winner. So then at the grand finale, the 4 winners would go against, but they also have a wild card. So that is like the organizers themselves will pick one act from each night to also go to the grand finale. So a couple of years, for a couple of years, I had been reviewing their vinyls because they started doing vinyls, which is like basically everything from the grand finale. They like, you know, recorded that and put it on vinyl. So I was like, you know, reviewing it for them for a couple of years, and then they asked me for this year to be a judge. And I was like, yeah, cool, I'll do a night. And then when the organizer, Nick, called me, he's like, hey, I want to talk to you about something. I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I do? Like, they're like, my reaction is always like, I did something wrong. So he calls me, whatever. He's like, we've never done this before, but like, would you be open to judging all 4 preliminary nights? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I've never done this before, so I don't fully know. He's like, sleep on it, but I think you're gonna say yes. And I'm like, it was like an honor. I literally screamed. I was still in Miami. I like got off the phone. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like running around my house because I'm like, this is an opportunity regardless if it's to say yes or no. Like the fact that they even thought of me is crazy. So obviously I ended up saying yes. And so I did all 4 nights. And then for the grand finale, I just came as media coverage for them and did like a whole recap on the entire festival for this year.
Yeah,
so,
that's
yeah.
dope. So, and the like, not it's like kind of a sidebar, right? But so you do the media coverage, right? And I think that's something that you're very popular at. So
Yeah.
Like, that, in a sense, almost like your niche. So how did that come about? Like, you know, that being your niche, and like what gives you your passion to, you know, do those behind the scenes the way that you do the recaps?
So when I started kind of like flying out, I just was already at event. Not even, no. I feel like even before that. I'm trying to think. Because in Miami, I didn't really do media coverage per se. I did a lot of like the blogging and the interviews, but I didn't do like media coverage. Like I would go to the events, but normally it was for like one person. So I would write about their performances, stuff like that. I think the first like full-blown media coverage kind of that I did was for Herb when he did a couple of different events, and I did Erdine. So I covered a couple of his events, and then after that, Young Tact kept hitting me, like DMing me, come to like cover this event, cover this event, cover this event, and I still wasn't living here, and I was like, bro, I can't, like, I physically can't get to the, I'm not there. And then so when I finally did move, he put me on Cataclysm to do media for Cataclysm. But even like when I was flying out, I was doing like mini recaps, like on my IG and stuff like that. Like I would go to these events anyway, so I'm like, okay, to kind of like start getting like my name out there. I'm like, oh, I'll just do like a mini recap on my IG, stuff like that. You know, just so people like start hearing the name.
I know you okay.
You know.
So, well, I guess what really made you move from Miami to Chicago when it comes to this business? Because I mean, most people would say, I guess it's more opportunities in Miami than it is here.
Right. I don't know who says that, but so Miami, the scene just wasn't for me.
Okay.
I would say that's the nicest way I could say that, is it just wasn't for me. And like I said, over the past year or two, yeah, pretty much 2 years, the Chicago scene was very welcoming towards me, for the most part. If you know, you know. For the most part. So I already had family up here. I basically, from when we moved to Miami, I wanted to move back. Like that was always my goal. Like I was like, okay, when I graduate high school, I'm gonna get into the University of Chicago, and that's gonna be my way to move back. I did not get into the University of Chicago. Clearly, I was like a couple points off, like my SAT or something, and I cried for many, many days.
Where did you go to school?
St. Thomas University for my bachelor's, and then for my master's, Full Sail University.
Okay.
So those were both in Florida. St. Thomas is in Miami Gardens, and Full Sail's in Orlando, or Winter Park, which is like right outside Orlando.
Okay.
So yeah, I was like, okay, I didn't get into into the University of Chicago, so it was just like, okay, I'm gonna find a way. And ironically, me and my aunt were talking about this today before I came, like how full circle everything is. Because she's like, you should have just moved here when mom told you to. Because so my mom and my aunt didn't always get along, but maybe like a week or two before my mom died, she like sat me down at the kitchen table and she was like, I'm comfortable with you moving back to Chicago, and I know your aunt's gonna take care of you. And I was like, that's weird, because she doesn't even like my aunt. And like, she's always been against me moving to Chicago. So yeah, my aunt was like, that should have been your first fucking sign. I was like, actually, yeah, that should have been very telling.
Yeah, that definitely should have.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of like, I've been trying to, and I don't think it was ever the right time. And then this was apparently the right time.
Yeah, you came back, and you've been making a wave since you came back.
Yeah.
And so I guess talk to us a little bit about, like, you know, since you've been back, like for you, like how's the feeling of being back and the things that you have accomplished? How does that make you feel?
Weird. It's weird. Because I still I'm like, it's not enough. I gotta do more. And I literally have like half the city in my inbox and on my phone. Like, can you rest? Can you stop for a second? You've been working so hard. You're making me tired. And I'm like, but I'm not done. I still have more to do. Like, I have to stay like on top of my shit. So I haven't really had like a moment to really like, holy shit, look at all the things I did. But you know, sometimes I'm like, damn, you really did do things.
So like speaking of moment.
Oh gosh.
Give us a moment of when.
I'm scared.
Oh gosh. So like before you got to this point, of like your professional career, of course there's stages to it, so we have to learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
Give us a time of a moment where you feel like you fucked up, or somebody played you, or you put your trust in the wrong person and they just fucked you over.
Oh, okay. Wow. Fuck it. You know what?
That's spicy, Justin.
That's a spicy question. So let's talk about it specifically with Melly's Couch and the reason why it was gone for so long. Season 1, everything is great, right? Season 1 is great. Ironically, this is why I have a new rule now, which we're gonna get into. I was dating the guy that was, you know, he was my engineer, he was helping me with all the shit, whatever. Cool. So it was me, him, and his brother. We were starting like our own media company. Like I literally, when I was doing my business plan, it was based on their whole shit. Like, you know, so I'm already doing all the research, everything. Like basically, business plan is ready. We just gotta go to investors. So Melly's Couch, cool, fine. Man cheats on me. All right, cool. We break up. I don't give a fuck. We still gotta work.
Business.
We don't have to have a personal relationship. Like, we could keep working. Mans could not handle that. I didn't fuck up. I want to keep working. What the fuck is wrong with you? And he couldn't figure it out. So I lost like the studio space, obviously the audio, all of the things. All of the things. Which is why I now have a rule that either it's personal or it's business. I'm not gonna date in the industry. If I am dating in the industry, then we can't work together. Like, that's just what it is. Like, either we're gonna work together or we're gonna date. Like, there is no, we're not meshing the two. Like, we're not doing it. Because another thing too was, ironically, the same dude started using my name to get opportunities and be like, well, yeah, I'm on behalf of Melly Starz, and then I'm getting like messages and shit after the fact, like, oh, but they said that you sent them. I'm like, I don't even fucking talk to this man no more. What the fuck you mean?
That's why I hate you. Damn.
Fuck you mean? Yeah, so that was one.
Tragic situation.
Yeah. Another situation was also related to Melly's Couch, which is why I now do the talent release forms.
Professional. Talent release. We probably need to get
Yeah, wait till you hear this story.
Yeah, when she tell you this is gonna make you
like, what? So, you know, I do the interviews, they're on, whatever. 5 years go by. 5 years go by. Ain't nobody like checking for this interview. Fucking get a copyright strike on my YouTube channel. Fucking mean a copyright strike. Apparently, not even the artist. This was like somebody else who was on their team or like some bullshit. Was like, I don't want to be like associated with your brand. I'm like, who the fuck are you? I don't even know you. Like, okay, cool. So I had to fight with YouTube and all that shit because to get the copyright strike off. Because, and since I didn't have any paperwork, I just had to go by dates and all this other shit. Now, if I would have had that talent release, look, motherfucker, you can't say shit.
You already signed it.
You already signed it, so I'm not going to take your shit down because you already agreed to it. So that's another.
So those little things. See, look, it also helps us because like now we get to know. But yeah, no, to keep your shit airtight. Yeah, no, because like shit like that, like it damn near can derail you or some shit. Like say if it was a big pod, like you know, you got a big interview and then somebody does some shit like that, and it's like, come on, what the fuck, like.
See, I be. What's their damn.
What?
Man, fuck it. What's their name?
No. You know, fucking Melly. What's their name?
Fuck you, man.
Oh my god. He said I wasn't. No, fuck that. Melly wasn't there. We'll stay there. No,
I don't know what they go by now.
Oh, that is hilarious.
But I don't even know if they fucking are in the industry anymore.
If they not, you fucking deserve it, motherfucker.
Exactly.
No, but,
so that's the shit I was dealing with in the Miami space.
No, and it's crazy now because like, look at you now though. Like, you know, you go through those little hurdles and those little, you know, you bump your head doing, you know, sometimes you're not going to, the people don't work out right away. But you're going to find those people that might be cool, but they don't work that hard. You know what I'm saying? But then you might find it's like, oh, you got the space, but you're a shitty person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, you sometimes like being in this field, you have to weed that shit out.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shit, it took us a while to build a team. So like, I definitely understand it. And now like being in the space now, like shit, I mean, even saying team, like shit, you're part of the team.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's like, so like it took us time, like it took us months, but once we got it, we were able to just like, because we always had to work.
It was definitely not months. It was more so years.
Well, shit, the first year we had nothing. We had no help. It was just us. The first year was just me and him. We just sat there. We literally were talking to each other for episode on episode.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then it just like, it started growing with the audience, but then trying to bring people on the team and shit, and like I said, it didn't work out. But yeah, that shit's, it's a blessing to have a team.
Yeah, no, for sure. So with that copyright, I actually, another thing that I did was I was a petty bitch and I hit them with a copyright. Because that's the thing too, they re-uploaded the interview on their page to hit me with the copyright. Ah. So I was like, all right, cool, I hit you back with the fucking copyright. And they're like, why would you do that? I'm like, why the fuck did you play? Don't play with me.
Don't play right.
I'm gonna play right
Found you somebody else to play.
And people don't like to get that taste of their own medicine sometimes.
It was like the end of the fucking world. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I don't want any association. I was like, all right, cool. Took their name off the credits. Oh, I saw what you did there. I still don't want to be associated. I'm like, well, you're not associated because I literally took your name off of it. So now what? Now
who are you? Nobody knows who you are. I saw what you did there.
Yeah. Like,
I'm creeping your YouTube page.
Good.
I'm watching this interview over and over.
Keep these watch hours up, bro. Keep watching. Nah, that's the right way though. For
sure.
Fuck
that. But I could be a petty bitch if you play with me.
So from that, right, having that, like, you know, having your team now, you guys did also put together a Midnight Club.
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about Midnight Club for the people that don't know, right? Because the last time you came, he wasn't here for the Midnight Club interview, nor was he here for Midnight Club.
You missed all of them.
You missed a lot, bro.
Yeah.
And I missed a lot. And we've talked about it in like 4 interviews.
Yeah. Bro, I like half of my season people had talked about it.
Maya Storm hyped that motherfucking event up so bad. I was just so upset.
It was so upset. I wasn't there. Yeah, that was my interview. Okay, she told you should have been there. You should have been there. All right. That's enough. You see how you came to the rap party, right?
I did.
And the rap party. Well, we're gonna talk about the rap party, but it, same vibe.
I feel like same viewers. I feel like they really doing this shit. Right
you got tell them you gotta pull out, bro. You telling them.
I put the shit I pull up. It don't go up like the other events.
Oh, so you're just like a bad luck charm.
Whoa.
That's he kind of just.
Okay, so I don't want you to pull up to my show. Right.
Cause why the events be lit when you gone, bro? What's up?
I don't know. What's going on?
You just gotta come all over, bro.
I'll see.
The more you come to, the more consistent. But Melly, give us Midnight Club.
Midnight Club. I haven't had a chance to talk about Midnight Club. Everybody else has talked about it.
Hype this shit up.
Okay, so Midnight Club, ironically, was Young Tac's biggest event. He had been working towards that for about a couple decades.
Shout out to Young Tac.
Shout out Young Tac. Yeah, that's
Love you. So I did the media for Cataclysm, and then after that, like maybe a week or so after, he's like, I want to do an event with you. I'm like, okay. Like, fine, I guess. We link up, we go to some fucking bar. I don't remember. I don't remember the name, but it was like, it has like all the arcade shit.
Okay. Is it Emporium?
It could be Emporium.
Emporium or Galloping Ghost?
No, those don't sound good. Whatever. We link up. He's there with a couple of other friends that I also are also engineers that I ended up networking with as well. So whatever. We basically plan everything out. And then, like I said, we put this shit on a grocery, like somebody's grocery list. Because we're trying to do it on the phone, whatever. Because he pretty much had a lineup that he wanted to do. Not everybody made that initial lineup, scheduling conflicts. And then he's like, I want to put your artists on. So he's like, I want Maya on it. Cool. I'm like, Maya, I'm putting this on your fucking calendar because this is huge. And then he's like, let's put Herb on there too. I'm like, Herb, you're on this shit. Get it together. So yeah, so that was pretty much where we started, which I think that was like March, and we went back and forth. We also, who else did we work with on that event? Chill Bill also we worked together with on that event. Obviously Kung Pao. So yeah, I think like the four of us really like worked together to get like the theme going and all of that stuff, and just booking everything and organizing everything. The group chat was insane. Yeah, Chill Bill brought a bunch, like booked some acts, Kung Pao booked some people, I booked some people, Tack booked people, but me and Tack were very like hands-on with it, like on our end, just like writing emails, reviewing booking contracts, because there was big names. So we had to, there's different accommodations and different things that you got to deal with when you're dealing with acts of that caliber. So he would send me a lot of things like, does this sound okay? Can you, like, should I write that? I'm like, all right, let me sauce this up a little bit. Like, all these contracts, this and this and that. All right, we'll figure it out, type of thing. And then he kind of was like, well, I also want you to do interviews that day. And I'm like, at that point, I hadn't been interviewing people for some years, and I was like, I don't know. So we didn't tell anybody, because I still wasn't like sure. And he was like, well, we're just gonna do like the headliners. So like Sir Michael Rocks, DJ Tay, Rufus Sims, Mike Terror, I forgot who the other guy, Freddie Old Soul. I feel like I'm missing another headliner.
Just was there.
Oh yeah, JUS. Who else came from Detroit?
Sound like this motherfucker was packed.
Damn, there was another dude
performed
performed before him for, I can't think of his name. He was decent too though.
I know. Sorry. I should know this. Sorry, person that I can't remember.
Sorry, human being.
So, that was who he wanted me initially to interview. I'm like, oh my God, this is a major opportunity, because these are big names. So with all the planning, I didn't do any research, didn't have any note cards, had no idea what the fuck I was gonna do. But I'm like, I'm gonna figure it out. So on the Uber to Midnight Club, Untold Story, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna write up questions. Like, I'm gonna just do like a quick search on their IGs and write a few questions. And so I did. Turns out I get to Midnight Club, a lot of people weren't there. Like, a lot of the headliners weren't there. But of course, we're dealing with big names, so, they run on their own time. So Tack's like, well, just do whoever's there. And I'm like, I don't have anything ready for all of these random people. What do you mean, just do whoever's there? So a lot of those I did off the dome. Like, Kung Pao I wasn't supposed to do, I did him. Metro Flocka, zero intention of doing. Like, I don't think I even knew he was performing until like last minute. I did him. Chill Bill I wasn't planning on doing either, but he was hosting. Yeah, so a lot of them I wasn't planning on doing. Like Maya and Herb, yeah, obviously. Rufus Sims, yes, and then Mike Terror, I had somewhat like questions for them. So that was that. And then I got an exclusive for Mike Terra that night too. He made a special announcement when we sat down for his interview, so that was dope. But yeah, it was chaotic, but it was good.
That was literally gonna be my next question. What was it like being on that end of like actually putting that event together? Like, sometimes being on there, you get invited to those shows a little easier because everybody's doing all the pretty much the grunt work, the leg work, right? Putting it together, getting the artists on the show. What was that process like?
Oh my God, it was a lot. And then even like figuring out the set times and like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? And like, okay, we got to move these people here, move that over there, so it makes sense and we're still on time. And well, this set has to be X amount because that's what's in this booking contract. And then this person can only go on at this time because that's their booking contract. So it's a lot of maneuvering. Tap says that, thank God that I'm organized.
Very organized.
Very organized. So yeah, it's a lot, and then even it doesn't matter how much prep you do, day of, shit always happens.
Always changes.
Something always changes. Something comes up. Shit happens, and then we even had like problems at the door. So we're like in the group chat, and like people were like, I can't get in. So I'm like, fuck, I'm in the middle of an interview. Tact is handling some other problem. I'm running down the stairs. Like, everybody's all over the place trying to make sure everything is going off as smoothly as possible, even with all that prep, because we had a couple of months to really plan that and promote it, and even with all that, it was a lot.
It seems like it's a lot to do. Of course, you got a team behind it, of course, but at that time, it can seem a bit stressful coming from somebody that has produced shows myself, where you have to put on. I did pop-up shows, fashion shows, comedy shows, so I get it. But when you get to a certain point, give me that dollar amount where you feel like, oh, all right, I made it. Like, what's a dollar amount that you?
Oh, a dollar amount? I don't even fucking know. Just a profit, like shit.
Well, I feel like you really made it though. Like,
I don't know.
Everybody got some type of amount now. Don't tell me it ain't no amount now.
I mean, for me, it's more experiences. You feel me? So for me, I made it, or like what I'm working towards. Shout out to fucking Trig, who's at work right now, because this is for him. And he bitches about me in the fam chat every fucking day. Basically is enough to make sure that my family's comfortable. They all got their crib, or we're all in the same crib, whatever it is, and that they don't have to work. So, for example, Trig was bitching the other day because I got an opportunity for Maya, and he's like, yeah, but where's the money? But like, where's the money? Where's the money? And I'm like, can you fucking chill? Can you chill? Like, this is a big opportunity for her. Like, can you calm the fuck down? And he's like, I'm not gonna calm down because I still gotta go to work every day. And my mom's like, you're gonna have to work anyways. And he's like, no, because when she's rich, I get to quit my job. I'm like, actually, yes, you'll be the first one to quit your job. And he's like, yeah. And then my mom's like, but you still have to work. And I was like, yeah, he's my security guard. Nella, that's gonna be his job. And he's like, hell yeah. So the other day I go into his room and he's like, hurry up, because, you know, I can't keep working like this. You know, I gotta like make sure that my gaming and blah, blah, blah. So when Trey can quit his job and be my full-time security.
That's when you know you, hey, I'm wrong with that. See, but now you see how you got it, you came with it. I like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like a dollar amount. It's more of like an experience, like a goal.
Comfortable,
So like, okay, experience is cool, but that's like experiences is what lead us up to that point.
But so that's what was gonna make me ask, like, how important is it for those small wins where you don't make that money for later? You know what I'm saying? Where it goes,
and you still gotta tell us a dollar amount.
Like, I need a number. It's like, I need a number.
Okay, so those experiences, there's a bigger picture, and every small opportunity is part of that bigger picture. You know, it's like building a Lego fucking thing, because I like to build Legos. So every teeny tiny piece matters. If I put the wrong piece in the wrong place, I could go 10 steps later. I gotta go fucking back to that one piece. I gotta take everything apart. So it's like, you just gotta make sure all the pieces fit in the puzzle. So that way you get the big reward at the end. Because you could just stick whatever pieces wherever, and you gotta Lego something. But it's not like...
The structure doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's going to fall apart.
Yeah, because I think that's important, especially being an entrepreneur, though. Because, like, hearing you say that, because, like, I've had times when I was recording. Maybe you had this conversation before. There's been times where I would go out record, a motherfucker would be like, you're not getting paid for that? Like, you're just going? Like, why are you going and they're not paying you? But then, like, looking back on it 6 months later, like, I think, like I told both of y'all, it's like, now the videos that I recorded for free 6 months ago, now they make sense. Now I can use them in a light, you know, in an aspect where it makes sense, you feel me? And I can, like, oh, this is the work I've done. Even though it was 6 months ago, it's relevant now because I can post it here, or people are looking for this kind of content right now, and I have it already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, so the importance of those small battles, even though they might, you know, it might not benefit you right then and there, but later on down the line.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like everything is a way to use it as leverage for later. I'm going to use this opportunity as leverage to get something bigger that is paid. That is going to open more doors and, you know, shit like that. That's how I see the leverage. Okay, you wanted a dollar amount. You still want a dollar amount.
He's like, so the dollar amount.
I've been thinking about it. All right. I don't need to be like super rich, like A-lister famous, because I still want to be able to calm down. I still want to be able to go to the store and shit. Like, I want to go to Target and not be fucking bombarded.
I don't like going to the store now.
I don't want to. I'm the same way though. I don't want to be bombarded though.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, even now it's getting a little much because, like, with the couch, or every event I go to, it's like how do I get in the, you know? So
I like that though.
I know, like to an extent, but like in my daily life, I want to be able to go put my own gas and like go to Target and just go to the bookstore. You feel me? Yeah. So I would say I would like the family to everybody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, however the fuck many of us it is. At least be making like 150 a year. Like I can give you 150 a year. Y'all do whatever the fuck you want with it. And then me at least like $500,000 a year to just be comfortable.
I feel that shit. I mean that's cool.
That's what I'm saying, like comfortable.
Justin want to be
I want
Jeff Bezos. No, but no, I'm definitely under the same act or the M&Ms. Though. I want some M's to be able to take care of the family, like be able to do shit, have a team good. Like I don't want to have to. If I can blink it 50 times and I have to be like, oh shit, this is due. I don't want to have that feeling. Like, no, it's cool.
Everything's on auto pay, and I never check my bank account.
This shit just going. I just know it's going up. I know every time I look at this motherfucker, it's just going. It's increasing from an investment or something.
Yeah, and I really definitely want to have like the residual income where I'm just making money as I sleep. Like,
yeah, that's definitely the goal. That is definitely.
Yeah.
So
there you go. You got your fucking number.
Yeah, you got your number.
So talk to us about the management perspective now.
Oh jeez. Oh, here's the untold story. This is actually 20-something years in the making. I've been asked to be a manager. I've said this multiple times on multiple platforms, a million times. People who already had contracts, people already on TV, artists doing all this shit. And I was like, no, because I don't believe in you. I don't give a fuck how famous you are, I don't believe in you. So, you know.
That's some shit to hear. I don't believe in you. Damn.
But it's just honesty though.
Yeah.
Brutal honesty.
I can't invest that much of my life into somebody I don't believe in. So, I'm going to tell you all the story of how this came to be from when I was a kid, right? So, when I was a kid, I would go to my cousin's house every weekend. I would sleep over, right? I lived in North Lake, they lived in River Grove. It wasn't that far, but you know what. So there just so happens to be this little boy that lived like a block or two behind them. He would come over all the time, I'd be over all the time. He was cool, whatever. There was also this little girl who was around as well. We never interacted that we can remember, right? I did interact with the little boy's sister though. She remembers us running around in our pigtails and stuff. Fast forward, I moved to Miami. I'm doing the music stuff. This little boy is also doing music stuff. My cousin, Cuban, is like, well, he does music stuff and you do music stuff. Y'all talk. So we start talking. He starts, sending me some of his music shit in the studio. I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe change this, change that. Like your delivery on this could be like, do this, do that, whatever. So we continue this relationship, ironically on Snapchat. Back and forth, whatever. Then he finally gives me a track that I'm like, all right, dope, I can post this on my website. I do. So I just start doing that whenever he releases some shit, I post it. We continue with our, Snapchat, like, fix this, fix that. Mm-hmm. So that little boy ends up being Herb Dean.
Okay, that's dope.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, so Herb Dean, I came out February to cover a different event, last 2023, to cover a different event. My cousins went to an event that he was performing at. Herb Dean comes over, like, to chop it up, like, talk business, whatever. It's been, like, we haven't really talked in person. We've just been snapping back and forth on Facebook, like, talking shit, whatever. So, like, in person, let's chop it up. So they're telling me about this event, how great it is, whatever. I'm, like, taking notes, low-key. Because I'm like, all right, now I'm intrigued, right? Like, damn, this shit sounds dope. Like, fuck, I wish I would have been there. Like, if I would have known, I would have changed my flight, like, So whatever. So I kind of do it as, I do this write-up. Great. Cool. And it was, like, super detailed. And I put on there, like, my Chicago correspondents covered this event, a.k.a. my cousin. So remember that little girl I said who was around but never interacted with? She reads this article. And she's like, damn, this shit is so detailed. Like, I didn't go to this event either. But I feel like I was there. Mind you, I don't remember her. We don't remember each other. Like, we still haven't put any of the pieces together.
Right.
So she's like, well, I do music too. And if he's on like this super big time top 100 hip hop blog, maybe I could get on there, you know? So she sends me her music. She sends me a DM, and I'm like, when I read the DM, and I was like, something in my soul was like, this girl's gonna.
Like, look at y'all now. That's
exactly. Now look at us.
All right, so since we are on the management aspect, for the people that don't know this, new, like, what is it like managing them? Because I did see the midnight club performances, and those were dope. So, you know, what is it like being their manager and seeing them do those performances like that?
It's crazy, because I believed in them. And that was why I kind of was like, yeah. So with Maya, like, there was never a conversation with any of them, really. All three of them, like, it just happened. With Maya, like I said, we walked into 10:02 because she flew me out to finish her album, Lyrically Blessed. So for 10 days, we were just straight. I was on their ass. I was like, I just need one day so I can have dinner with my family, but the rest of the time, it's work 24/7. Like, we gonna get you want to get fucking cover shoots, music videos, studio session. We're getting this shit done in 10 days. Mind you, she'd been working on this for like years. And in those 10 days, we did basically everything. Basically everything.
Came in there, structured shit.
Yeah.
And so, all right, so being able to do something like that as a manager, what do you feel is the it thing that makes it happen for you?
Just being on their ass, honestly.
Pushing people.
Pushing them, yeah. Because I feel, like I said, they have the talent and they have the ideas and they know what they want to do. And I think up to that point, it was the execution was where it was kind of like, oh, get to it, you know, like kind of that. But when it's like, we have a deadline and you're meeting this fucking deadline, it's different. And especially when I'm like, okay, it's on your calendar. Hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that? Like, at first they would get super stressed, super annoyed, but now they're like, they check in. They're like, okay, I did it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm going to post at this time. Like, Herb, his 290 Mo interview dropped. I send it to him. Well, like, maybe a week or so before, I'm like, hey, it's dropping. Remember, it's about to drop. Cool. He's like, all right, I got you, whatever. So when it does drop, I send him the link. He's like, okay, I'm going to post a click at 10 o'clock because that's the time that I'm supposed to be posting on this day. Yeah. So he was like, I got you. So I'm like, it's even now, like, even though we're not always doing something, like, even when I do bring them something, it's like, all right, I'm all in. Yeah. With Midnight Club, they were practicing and because with Midnight Club, it wasn't just like, you're going to do 10 minutes, you're going to do 10, like, it was very much, the team gets this amount of time to do with whatever they want. So they wanted to do it as smoothly as possible. And that required a lot of practice, a lot of mixing. And then also we had visuals that night too. So it was also practicing to make sure you're on point with the visuals, that you don't go past them. Yeah. Okay. You know, so they did practice a lot. They were constantly like, I'm like, what are you guys doing for Midnight Club? We're going to practice tonight. Is the show mix ready? Yes. Okay, where's the visuals? How long are the visuals? I need to send this, blah, blah, blah. So it was very much like I'm checking in, but also giving them the space. Like, I didn't have any say in, like, what they performed or what, like, you know, how they transitioned. The three of them pretty much set that up themselves. I was just more so like, what's the progress? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, that. So, go ahead, my fault.
Well, I was going to say, how do you, like, as a manager, how do you know when to drop certain songs? How do you know, like, the algorithm when it comes to social medias, telling them when they should be posting? How do you know?
So for each of them, it's different because they have different fan bases. Even though they're all rappers, they all have different fan bases. So it's individual analytics. So for Maya, we have Maya Music Mondays because it's a hashtag. It's very easy to, you know, to do that. So in the beginning, we started with, let's find our hashtags. Let's find our specific day. Also, which days work best for your posting. And then, okay, if you do have a hard time posting, well, let's schedule ahead of time. Like, let's sit down this day that you're off. And if you don't got work, you don't got school, you don't have anything, we'll sit down, plan out your posts, and plan out the month and see what we're going to do, how we're going to drop, what we're going to drop. Create those posts with the hashtags and everything. They also have, we have like a Google Sheets thing, or Excel thing, whatever it is, that it has a bunch of hashtags. So they'll go in and they'll just pick and choose which hashtags work for whatever they're posting, and then on top of their individual hashtags that we created. So it's really like more of an individual thing. And then it depends on like the song as well. Okay, well if this is the vibe of the song, like if it's like a low key, you know, like let's stay inside and have some hot cocoa, we don't want to drop that in the summer because that's not what people are trying to do.
That's fall.
That's fall. Yeah, exactly. So it's like also like, okay, well let's listen to the song. So a lot of times we hold on to shit because it's not the right time, you know. And like some artists are like they're so ready to go, like well it's done, let's go. And it's like well if you want the most impact, it has to make sense.
Strategic.
Yeah. So once we just kind of decide a time that we want to do it, and then also like I said, all three of them when they're all dropping. Okay, let's make sure that we're not on top of each other. Because, yeah, everybody knows that, like, yeah, you guys are different, you have somewhat different fan bases, but as a team, we all have to promote everything, and then it can get a little, like, you don't want to overshadow each other.
Yeah.
So we also try to work around that. So it's a lot of planning and looking at calendars. And
a lot of organization. Like, so, for me, though, like, even working with you, I've learned, like, you made me become more organized. At first I was organized, but when you start hitting me with the calendar, I was like, yo, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Know.
But I'm like, I was like, it helps.
Calendar. No,
yeah, now we use it. Like, we use it. Like, and it's so much easier for me and him to communicate. Now I'm like, yo, bro, the calendar works. And
he be like, you down for interview tomorrow? I'm like, it's not on the calendar.
He get right on my ass about it. So now I'm like, we're more into doing it. But like I said, working with you, that's an aspect I've noticed that's very strong that you have.
Yeah.
Is your organizational skills. You're super organized. Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about why you're organized. I know that you worked at the TV station. So tell the people a little bit about your time at the TV station and what it is that you did.
Yeah, I think in general I've always been very organized. I used to I might be on the spectrum, not gonna lie. Because for every class period I would have like a specific color notebook and a specific color pen and highlighter and everything for that, like for every single class. Okay. So that's why I'm like, I might have been on the spectrum and nobody knew. Because even to now I color coordinate my calendar. Like everybody has a different color.
I've noticed that too.
Everybody has a different color. So at the TV station, another reason why I'm so like anal about time is because of that experience. So I was a producer, intern. The only reason I say intern is because I didn't get paid, but like you did everything that a producer did. My producer was not like very hands-on, so she kind of let me do. So it's very fast paced and everything is time. Like you can't be 5 seconds late because those 5 seconds result in an error on television. You can't go back and change that. It's live television. So I did for the news, I think it was Afroholio. So I would come in like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. We would be in the like the room where all the producers are pitching stories, blah, blah, blah. And then if your story gets picked or whatever, you gotta run because you have the whole day to get experts, to interview them, to get the footage, to send it to editing, get it from them, to get it to the control room so they know when to play it, make sure all of the spelling and information is right. That's the first part. Then when you go live on television, I'm in the control room. I'm proofreading, because there's like a slight delay. So I'm like proofreading, making sure like, okay, wait, that's misspelled. There's an extra letter there. You have to catch that before it airs. So you don't have like 5 seconds to fucking breathe. Because those 5 seconds results in an error. You also got to make sure like, okay, this camera's not pointed there, like has to point there, has to point there because this person's talking. So it's very like
camera 2, come down.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very fast paced, especially it's live. There's no edits. There's zero room for error. So I think that also definitely helps with organization.
What do you, since you've been in front of the camera and behind the scenes, where are you most comfortable?
That's a good question. I think that answer has changed for me over the years. in front of the camera, I have like 5 panic attacks still. A lot of my interviews, you'll notice, like, I'll just have a moment where I'm just like frozen. And it's because I'm actually having an anxiety attack and I have to remind myself, like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like,
pull it together.
Pull it together. Like, where's my dog? So I have a dog for that purpose.
What kind of dog?
It's a Chihuahua.
Okay.
He's a pain in the butt. But he alerts me to my panic attacks and stuff like that. And I don't bring him in the studio. So if I'm having a panic attack while I'm sitting on the couch with someone, I just gotta figure it out myself. Because he has his like little things that he'll do typically to like take me out of it. But yeah, when I'm on screen, it's the anxieties.
What kind of things he do? He like lick you on the face or some shit?
Yeah, sometimes he'll lick me or like he'll sit on my chest if like my heart rate's going too fast. If none of that is working, like if it's like a really, really bad panic attack, I think the last really bad panic attack I had, he alerted my brother to call the ambulance because I had to be hospitalized for that one. So it just depends on like the severity and what the symptoms are because every panic attack.
Real panic attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
so yeah.
I do kind of want to go back to this dog licking on the face though.
Oh God.
What in the hell?
Dogs
licking on the face.
I think that's me. I think that I don't want to say men because I do have some friends that let their dogs lick them on their face.
I
would
hate
say
it.
black people,
but
black people don't like that shit.
It's a black people
don't like that
thing.
Listen.
No, but
I don't like it either.
Bella does it, but I don't really like. Jenny will let Bella do it, but I won't.
But man, listen, I got 2 dogs now. My 3rd dog ran away. We ain't gonna talk about it.
Dude, something wrong?
He
I got dude, bro. No.
I think somebody got dude around the neighborhood, bro.
He a dope ass dog.
Man,
That's
bro, dude be roaming the neighborhood, come back to the crib every day. And one day he just did not come back.
Somebody, bring you a little cute dog. Come here, dude.
But they all be licking each other butts and stuff.
I know. So I don't like when he licks
communicate.
my face.
Like,
Like,
that's how they. Yeah, I just nah.
A lot of times he'll try to lick me in the morning if I'm like trying to sleep in, and I'm like, nope, don't lick my face. Don't lick my face. But when I'm having a panic attack, the texture of the tongue, it like that, and then also it should like it.
And distraction to take your mind off the panic.
Yeah, exactly. So
I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, take your mind off of it because you looking like shit. Somebody's licking my face. Like,
yeah,
you're
like,
not thinking about that shit.
And like a lot of times, especially if you don't like it, your reaction is to like go away. And like if I'm frozen and like he's licking my face, I'm like, motherfucker, go away. You know, like it's just an easy like distraction.
So talking about being from in front of the camera and behind the camera, right? We can transition into the couch.
The couch.
The couch is back.
The couch is back.
Talk to us a little bit about the couch that's been back. And we can talk. We're gonna touch on some of the guests that have been on the couch.
Yeah, because we've had some.
Yes, you had some nice guests come through, so we're gonna touch on some of those. So talk to us about the couch being back. For the people that don't know, let them know what Melly's couch is.
Damn, y'all don't know about Melly's couch?
No, give it right up.
So the couch, we kind of talked about it earlier. You know, season 1, that was a shit show. Then the subsequent seasons were kind of over the phone. I was dealing with like medical stuff, so they were like phone interviews kind of. Okay. That kind of ended due to creative differences and sponsors backing out. And that's all I'm going to say because my name is still attached to those people. So then ironically, like maybe beginning of 2024, end of 2023, I was like, yo, I want to bring it back. But I was still in Miami. So I was looking at different spaces and I found like a co-space where they had like a podcasting room. But again, it was like charging per hour. So I was like, all right, I'll charge the artist whatever it is to cover, that. But then I was also like, okay, but like out of town guests, what do I do? Because even season 1, I had out of town guests. I had people from like New York and shit like that. So I'm like, all right, out of town guests, I need another solution. So ironically, I was talking Don C. Was kind of putting that together. Like, okay, well, for out of town, or if you're going to do like a virtual one, this is what you need, blah, blah, blah. So we had like a whole plan and everything in motion, like in January in Miami to bring it back over there. Then I moved.
It all changed.
And everything changed. So then I was like, okay, I wanted to bring it back by the summer. That was the original plan. But it was just very much like, so I started, as I'm going to events and things, I started telling people like, oh, yeah, Melly's Couch is coming back. Like, take a look at the old episodes. Let me see if you're interested. So that's what I'm saying. I made a lot of promises to people that maybe I might not have originally put on the couch, but I keep my word. So regardless,
be patient.
Regardless if I told you you're going to be on the couch, you're going to be on the couch. Because at that point, I didn't think it would be big. I didn't think anybody was going to watch. I didn't think I was going to, I thought I was going to have a hard time getting guests. So I was just kind of like, you want to, when it comes, Then Midnight Club happens, of course. And everybody starts seeing the clips because the clips are everywhere. And so people are hitting me talking about would you do interviews? I'm like, no. No, it's not that. That was just at an event. But people thought it was an actual pod because we did it so well. It looked so good that they thought it was an actual pod. And I was like, no, that was live at an event. That was not the official return. So we keep looking at studio spaces and stuff like that. And it's like I said, everything was just going to cost a lot. And it was going to be time limits and stuff like that. And I'm like, I just don't know. Because I'm like, I don't want to pay for a 2-hour session. The interview's an hour. Then what the fuck am I going to do for another hour? Then I'm just sitting there.
You're wasting money.
I'm wasting money. And then we were at Too Good. And Ouija came up to me and asked me about the interviews. And I was like, oh, no, we had a preset list, whatever. I'm like, but, Melly's Couch is coming back. And he's like, oh, well, what's that? Whatever. So I was explaining to him, I was like, well, Melly's Couch is really the goal was always up and coming artists. For a lot of people who were on Melly's Couch in previous seasons, it was their first interview ever. Had never been on an interview, had never been in front of the camera, didn't know what media was. And I wanted to kind of stick to that to a degree, and then I always had the season finale was a more well-known name. So I kind of wanted to stick to the same structure. That's clearly not what the fuck happened. Clearly not. So it was really more so a platform for up-and-coming artists to just have their first media, so that was initially what happened. Again, going back to Too Good, me and Ouija talked about it, and I'm like, oh, I followed up with him later on IG, hey, this is more information about the couch. I'm still figuring it out, but once it is, I'll let you know. And then you guys, I don't know how we started talking about it. Oh, because I know, but I remember what came up.
I think I asked you. No, you told me about the interview that you were trying to do, and then you were just like, but I don't have anywhere to shoot it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I looked at you and I was like, shoot it at the line. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, you guys were like, oh, just hit me tomorrow and we could talk about it. And I was like,
I'm like, there's no, because it's when we do business together, then it's I told him when I first interviewed you by myself, I told him, I said, nah, dude, this girl's special. I literally what did I call you and say? I said, nah, the interview I just recorded, I said, nah, Justin, she's special. I said, somebody we're gonna do business with for a long time, bro. And it's I literally said that as soon as we got done recording, just listening to you, talking to you, I saw it in you, I saw your work ethic, first meeting you, sitting down doing our pod, and then watching you just post and your work ethic. I'm like, nah, this girl's special. She got it. She knows what's going on. I told bro that.
Yeah.
So when you said it, I'm like, there's no question. If somebody's playing with you, not trying to help you, I'm more than, I just met you and I'm willing to help you because I see it in you.
Yeah.
You feel me? And if don't nobody else see it, then that's their loss. You feel me? So shit, come on, it's all genuine. You showed us nothing but genuine love. Shit, Too Good was that was our biggest thing. That was the first thing we've done outside of the lot, on the move for real. So we've done little small shit, but this was to us, that was huge shit. Fucking restaurant cutting off the front of their space for us to do interviews, that ain't common shit. Back-to-back interviews, and when folks come in the restaurant, we're literally the first thing that they see. That was big for us. So and you did that off just the kindness of who you were, just giving us the opportunity. So it's shit, we're big on reciprocating energy, especially me. I don't know if you know it.
No, I know.
Dude, you do. Trust me, I'm gonna come back 10 times. I'm definitely gonna return the favor, return that love, because that shit. It's not even common for people to be that genuine anymore. You feel me? So it was a no-brainer for us to be fuck, come record here. Fuck that shit.
I know, I was so excited. I think I cried on my IG and everything. I'm like, oh my god, I got this. Yes, you didn't fucking see me?
Oh yeah, she did. She gave us a sweet message. It was nice.
Yes. Bro, just so you gotta get on IG.
Yeah, I just told him this yesterday. I said, bro, you gotta get on the gram.
I be on TikTok like motherfucker. I don't know,
bro. Like,
my TikTok be dry, but
my TikTok be going up.
The TikTok cool, but the gram just is where it's at, bro.
Yeah.
But that's where all the shit, like to be in the know and to know what's going on, is the gram and Twitter. And that's them the two. Like
Twitter ain't
Threads
Twitter.
Threads too, yeah.
Threads.
I made some dope ass connections on Threads. And shout out to Maya, because Maya put me up on Maya said, no, you gotta go on there and fuck with Threads.
We were talking about that the other day. She's like, yo, Lo be crazy on Threads.
Every time somebody comments something about Chicago, yo, tap in with the line. Like, I don't waste no time, bro. It's so much Chicago shit on there from podcasters, creators, all type of shit. Business owners, man, yo, tap in, bro. We got a spot owners.
We got a
Oh yeah.
ad break.
Ad break.
Shout out to Rat Patch.
Rat Patch. You got a hold of your blunt?
Rat Patch. Late night, last pack of woods. They got a hole in them, got them stems. Get you a Rat Patch, patch it up. If you from your gas stations, dispensaries, smoke shop, tap in. You can go to ratpatch.com. If you are a smoker and you intend on rolling loud in December 13th, that weekend, we will be at Hollapalooza. Rat Patch will be at Hollapalooza. So make sure y'all tap in, pull up, stop at our booth, and get you a Rat Patch. Shout out to Rat Patch. Get them. They there. 20 in a pack, 25 in a box. Get you a patch, man. If you're looking for some of all my smokers, they work for cigars, cigarettes, bongs, temporary fixes for wood and glass bongs. So shout out to Rat Patch. Tap in and get you a Rat Patch.
Today.
Damn, I had another question in regards to the couch. Okay, so talk to us about some of the guests that you had on the couch, right? And it's I'm gonna ask you.
I feel like you have specific ones that you want to talk about.
Well, first I want you to tell me who you feel like your best guest was. Because every interview is different, right? And they're all good in a certain way. But tell me who you feel
make somebody feel better.
Your best guest was.
Oh, the camera right there. Look.
Don't take it personal. It's just her honest
don't
opinion.
take it personal.
It's personal.
It's personal.
I would say, because I say this all the time privately, so I might as well say it fucking publicly. Ouija.
Oh my God, that was mine too. That was mine too.
Because you know what? It's like I've said it multiple times. That one changed the structure for me. Because, and I've been trying, I've told him this a million times. I've been trying to recreate that since that interview. And you can't recreate it. Because, you know, that was like the first with the props. And like with the custom freestyle. We were just very like, we got into deep topics. And it wasn't just about the music. Like there was chemistry and like shit like that. And I'm like, I've been trying to recreate that episode since then.
Yo, what's crazy?
Exactly. Good luck. You can't.
No, it was, and what's crazy, I wasn't even in here when they were recording it, but from when I came in here, how they were talking, the laugh, and the pictures we took, I said, "No, this shit is gold." And that you said that, I was like, I wish Jenny was in here because I would literally ask her and she would tell you the same thing. But like when he came in, like I said, the vibe was cool. He did Ouija rap. He did the freestyle too because I came in and recorded the end of his freestyle
and he performs that freestyle now.
Oh, he does?
He does.
That's hard, man. He came and did it and it was nice. Like it was like the elegance was nice. Then Ouija got the look too. Like I don't know if you've seen Ouija yet, but he got the look already and he talks. He's very well talking. His energy's positive. Like the pod alone, just from them, their interaction before that they even sat down it already gave powerful. So
and that was the first time we've spoken.
Yeah,
like we had. I saw him at an event that Most High did, which she's coming next season. Her episode's already filmed. She did. It was like a community event. I know it was like 420 around there. And I saw him perform, and I told her to Irvin, I was like, he's a fucking superstar. Like, he's a fucking superstar. And I think I don't remember introducing myself, but we just like, yeah, you introduced yourself that night, and you told me I was a superstar. I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't remember that. And then the second time that we interacted was at Too Good when he came up to me asking about the interviews. And we hadn't spoken or anything, like, did not interact again until he was here on the couch. Yeah. So that wasn't like we had built up that chemistry over. No, it was literally like it was genuine on the couch, built like a relationship.
Yeah, that's that couch effect.
That Melly's couch.
Yeah.
Me personally, like I said, I thought that was your best interview. And mind you, they were all good. I didn't think like it was like.
No, yeah, all of them are good.
He was just the one to me that like the energy stood out. Like I said, the way he answered, structured, everything. Like
energy from
his energy. And like I said, he's that type of person outside of that interview too. So it makes so much sense. Like even I came in at the end of his performance, I was so mad because I want to see him live. Like I came in right at the end, like right when he was wrapping up last couple bars. I had just walked through the door and I was like, fuck.
Wow, you ain't shit.
I want to see him live. And I was like, fuck. I miss White Noise too. Like both of them. Those are two I like really want to see perform live.
And we started late too.
Yeah, I got. My game was late. My game went late. I had the shot. I was like 11. I was supposed to get there like 10 something.
Yeah,
we were supposed to start at like 9:30. Yeah, so you would have really missed everything.
Yeah, I was busting my ass to get like I was supposed to pick people up and shit. I was calling my friends. I'm like, you ready? They're like, nope. All right, I'm going. Like I was like, I'm about to pass your exit right now.
I missed his call and everything. He like, yeah, I just got off at Western. That's over with.
Because if I'm getting off at Western, I gotta go right to come pick you up. The event's this way.
Yeah.
We're already late. Just meet me there, bro. Like,
yeah, and like I said, that lineup was so like it was packed. So
right. Well, since we talked, I wouldn't say. We talked about your highest interview, the best interview you felt, right? So talk to me about another interview. No, not a low interview. Because I thought, to me personally, I thought they were all decent. Like decent. None of them were like.
We are our biggest critics sometimes. So where do you feel like was your lowest?
Ooh. Or one you could have did better.
Okay, yeah, maybe one that I could have did better. Fuck. Damn. That's a tough one.
Make you think about your work.
Yeah, I know. The thing is that I nitpick every single interview. Every single interview. I nitpick like the smallest fucking details. Damn. Maybe flies. Because I was so sick that my energy was so low.
Oh yeah, you did.
And then like 2 days later I was in the hospital for that one. Like after that one. So maybe his just because like I was not fully there, which it wasn't even like me. It was just like physically, I was just.
You just weren't feeling.
I was going through. And I think I told Jenny was here, and I told her I was like, I'm kind of like I've been off with this because I had started some new medication or something, or I was coming off some medication, and I was like I've been like super off and whatever. I hadn't been sleeping for like weeks and shit. So I think that one just because my energy was like not there. Like it still was decent, but I'm like I know like my energy was not there. It was not. It was not it.
That's the good of being like being able to critique your own work and go back and be like, I could have did this a little better, but that's good.
Yeah.
That's the having a high and a low.
Yeah.
All right. So talking about the couch, well, you also had double entendre on the couch.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about that because I've seen bro's work. And like I told you, I've never had a chance to like actually sit down and talk. I missed his performance. I've seen him 4 times. And like you're gonna see this double entendre, bro. I would love to sit down and talk to you, bro, but it's like every time I've tried to come say something to you, like the moments just haven't clicked. So shout out to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had him on the couch. So talk to us a little bit about.
And that was like episode. An on location one too. Yeah. So with double entendre, ironically, back to Midnight Club, fucking Midnight Club. That was like an accidental find because he was another one of those like last minute performers kind of thing, and I didn't know he was there. And like he wanted to do an interview, but he didn't know I was doing them, and I was upstairs and I didn't know. So there was like a bunch of miscommunication that night. But he has a tendency to stay after to network and stuff. So he comes up to me after we're all sitting outside Midnight Club, whatever, to give me one of his stickers. And then so we get to talking, whatever, and I was like, oh, like, my bad that I didn't even get to offer you an interview, like, I was upstairs, blah, 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 blah. But I was like, when Melly's couch comes back, I owe you one, type shit. And then we were talking about how he lives, like, stupid far, and I was like, you know what, well, my aunt's boyfriend lives that way, so I'm like, I'll come to you, type shit. Because, again, I still didn't have a location, I didn't have shit for the couch, I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll come to you, we'll do something cool, whatever. I was like, I could go to my aunt's boyfriend, sit up there, or we can, because originally we said, like, we'll go to, like, a park or something and, like, do it there. And then I talked to my aunt, and then she's like, she talked to her boyfriend. She's like, yeah, you can do it here. Even though we said it was a secret location. Oops, I just gave that away. So we finally, it was like his turn. His turn on my list. So I went out there, drove like a fucking hour to the middle of fucking nowhere. There's no light, there's no street lights, there ain't shit out there. Nothing. I'm not gonna say where it is, but there ain't shit out there. We did it. My aunt made us island drinks because he's got the island vibes, you know.
Island vibe.
Yeah, definitely. I gave him a bracelet from Jamaica.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Ironically, I had gotten that bracelet a couple years ago when I went to Jamaica. Like I already gotten the souvenirs for everybody that was on my list, and then my best friend was like, "Who are you getting that for?" I'm like, "I don't know, but like I feel like I need to get this for a tall guy." But I don't have a tall guy in my life to give this to. But like, I feel like I need to buy this. And so I didn't. It sat in the fucking drawer.
Oh, wow. And it had some significance.
And then
later.
Come back around and I'm giving it to double entendre. And it's dead ass from Jamaica. Like handmade in Jamaica. So yeah, that again was because of Midnight Club.
Midnight Club, man. You should have been there, bro.
All right, man.
You should have fucking been there.
Bro, that'd have been like, put so many things into motion.
Yeah, Midnight Club, it definitely did set it off, man. Because Midnight Club to Too Good to everything, to the couch, to now.
So like,
shit's just rolling.
So now that you like you're growing into this an important person in the entertainment business.
Oh my god, important.
How what is there? Have you thought about anything that you want to change about yourself? Because you know how everybody get when they get into, they want to like, oh, really got the teeth. Cam even got the teeth, right? So like, shit, when I get to a certain point, I'm gonna get the teeth. Shit, but
I already asked my dentist about the braces.
Like, do you plan on getting teeth, BBL? Like, what do is there anything that you wanna?
My eye.
Oh, okay.
You say you wanna?
Yeah. My eye. I have a cross-eye, or a lazy eye.
Okay.
And like, so that's why a lot of times you notice, like, I sit sideways.
Okay.
So you don't see it.
I don't know.
You can't tell.
Okay.
Because I already know what angles to sit, and I don't know who sat down. Somebody came in and they tried to sit on my side, and I was like, no, you gotta sit over there.
Oh yeah. I remember because I was like, no, we gotta switch this.
Yeah, because that's why I sit this way, because you don't see it.
Okay. See, I never.
I've already had 3 eye surgeries, so.
Damn, what?
So is it? So is there a specific one that'll change it, or?
I have no idea. I haven't looked into it. I'm scared too.
I was about to say you scared.
Yeah. Because of my experiences with the other eye surgeries. So like, I did one eye surgery when I was 1 year old, the other one when I was 3, and then the third one when I was 17. That's the one when I was 17 was like, I actually remember. I'm like, yikes.
That shit,
I'm scared to go get LASIK. So I'm scared to go get the LASIK.
And it's like, it's muscles, so it's like they actually have to like go in there and like fuck with your muscles. So it's not like just an easy thing. But that would be the only thing that, like, if I had an unlimited budget and I knew I was gonna be taken care of,
you change it.
I'd change it. But for now, I just work my angles.
I don't have my, but what's crazy, like, because you got me thinking like what I don't think I would change anything.
I'm getting veneers or something, boy. I want that pearly white ass smell.
No,
I'll probably get braces again, but that's it.
I ain't getting no braces. Fuck off. I'm too grown for this. You're not gonna be tightening my motherfucking mouth up, no wrench. Every goddamn month.
Like, I don't know that.
Hell no. If I get veneers, I get that one time, shave my shit down.
You'd be like, some of these motherfuckers, they shit fall out, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna take my. If I got the money, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna spend the top dollar.
Bro, if I'm paying 10 bands or 30 bands, if they fall out, we gonna fall out in this doctor's office, bro.
For real.
I'm paying $30,000 for this shit to fall out my mouth.
That's
talking about this happen all the time. Nah, bro. And not for $30,000.
But shit, then so you gonna pay. Well, braces usually be between $8,000 and $10,000.
And guess what? My teeth gonna still be intact.
They'll be.
But you gotta, motherfucker gotta come put a wrench on your shit every damn month.
I did that before.
Some motherfucking rubber bands and.
I think what was that?
I would do the
8th grade. In the 8th grade, I got my bracelet.
Invisalign.
Oh yeah,
Invisalign decent too. I got my shit off in 8th grade.
All that shit, nah.
Oh, they pushing and pulling on your motherfucking milk.
I just didn't.
I get stolen on the dentist.
Yeah, I didn't wear my retainer, so my overbite came back on my bottom. But it hurt when I used to wear my retainer. It used to hurt so bad. I probably just needed to get it fitted again. But I stopped wearing it, and I was young. My mom used to be like, "Man, wear your retainer." I didn't, and like my overbite came back here, cause he told me he's like, "If you don't wear your retainer when your wisdom teeth grow in, it's gonna push your shit forward." And I just like, nah, fuck that. My top one I wore all the time, but my bottom one I never wore.
Y'all got a tooth pull?
Yeah.
I got all all 4 of my wisdom teeth.
I need to get my shit pulled. My shit's coming through my gums.
I did 3 in one sitting. Like I did
so
1.
I did 2 in one sitting.
No, I did 1 like years before, and then 3 in one go. That shit.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
That's what I had to do.
You ever sat down with somebody and they breath funky as hell? Or hygiene bogus as hell?
Not that I can think of. I'm sure I have. I just nothing stands out.
You had an interview like this? Hold on.
I ain't gonna put their name out there.
Ooh.
Hold on, I'm trying to put it back in my head.
I ain't gonna put your name out there.
Damn, he ain't gonna put your name out there. Who you
I'm gonna say
forget to edit it out.
I'm gonna say somebody took their shoes off. They feet was a little funky.
Oh no, you too comfortable there.
No.
Keep your
Damn. Wait a minute.
Oh, he's getting there.
You ever smell feet and you be like, damn, it's a locker room.
Yeah.
Like my work shoes. My work shoes, like I know if I take my work shoes off, them hoes gonna stink. I gotta keep them outside the door.
Yo, somebody took their shoes
You
off.
don't take their shoes off. They got real comfortable in here. They was late. They took their shoes off.
God damn.
This is the first time. This is probably one of the
season 1 or 2.
1.
Oh my god.
Damn throwback.
You know what I'm talking about. She's annoying as hell.
Oh, it's a she. Okay, now we
We're
narrowed it down.
Camera. We gotta talk off camera because I can't remember right now. Because I would love that. I can't remember right now.
It was season 1.
Yeah, season 1 was a motherfucker. I just went back and watched all that old shit.
And we got some dope ass women intuition Wednesdays.
Yeah,
we bringing that back
for them bitches. I just clipped a bunch of like old women intuition Wednesday shit, so I'm gonna start dropping them in shorts.
Anyways.
Right. So who did we just talked?
We were talking about
double entendre.
yeah.
I'm missing a guess. Oh, Roy. Talk to me about the Roy interview. Like I mean, I haven't seen him much since he did your interview. So like, talk to us a little bit about that Roy interview and how that one came about.
Man, Roy was unexpected. Another one, unexpected one. So obviously, we know, like we all run in the same circle. Roy is around TACT, and stuff like that. So when I scheduled TACT, which I thought was going to be impossible to schedule, as you know, he's like the busiest man in Chicago.
Yeah, I see you put busiest man in Chicago.
I literally put that as his intro because there's no other way to describe him. So I was doing TACT and Rory reaches out to me. He's like, hey, can you, like, I know you got to do your research and stuff, but do you think that I could do it the same day as TACT? And I was like, well, yeah, maybe, like, whatever. So I rushed. Man, I was like, no sleep, doing the research for him, running to the mall, getting the fucking pink hats, all that shit. Come to like a day or so before, I hadn't done my note cards. That's all I was needing to do. He's like, oh, I work from whatever time to whatever time, which is when we were doing TACT. I guess he got out of work early that day. So he's blowing me up. He's blowing TACT up during the interview to see if he could come. And we were like, damn, we already on our way back to Bolingbrook at that point. So fuck it. I'm like, all right, we'll reschedule. No big deal. And like I said, I didn't have my note cards ready. So, because since he was like, oh, I work, I'm like, all right, cool. I can actually get some sleep. So Roy, I had just pretty much seen, like, we had just been around each other on the scene and stuff like that. And he was always just like real friendly. Like, I knew he did music, but I had no fucking idea, like, who this man was until I did that research for him. Because goddamn, he's got accolades. Holy shit, like, he's done a lot. Soul Drill, Summer Smash, like, Lyrical Lemonade, like no fucking idea that like I was just like, oh yeah, he's just like one of tax friendly friends, like you know, like that was it.
He told me he was the inventor of the soul drill shit. I was like, damn, that's kind of like that's different, you know. Like he started something in that genre, and which is still one of the biggest genres in music to this day.
Yeah,
it's still popular right now. Drill itself, well, drill's, I mean, to me, it's kind of fading, but like in the sense of how like different cultures use it, New York drill, London, all that.
UK
there's
drill,
different there's different styles of it. So for him to get in there and like create a lane that's you know, with that genre, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, and then when I rescheduled his interview, oh my god, that day was a lot actually, like because the girls had a session at 10:02. And then we had some shit afterwards too. Like, so it was like the scheduling of that day was insane. So, you know, it's me, Maya, Smokey. I dropped them off at 10:02, set up the camera. Cool. Like, y'all gonna have to vlog this shit without me. I run back over here. I'm running late, low key. Do Roy's interview. We finish his interview. I gotta run back to 10:02. I get there right as they're packing up. They're like, bitch, don't even sit down because we're leaving. I'm like, I know. Then to run to, where the fuck did we go? Orland Park from there. That day was a lot, but I was able to squeeze him in like at a time and then he also had work right after too. We had to like run downtown. Oh my gosh. That day was a lot, but we made it work.
So while being on the couch, while redoing the couch, you also, I've been seeing you on the local artist show. So talk to us a little bit about the local artist show, and you know, just the work you do there.
Okay, so the local artist show, I did not know what it was. Not gonna lie. DJ Nikolai reaches out to me on Instagram one day. He's like, oh, you know, I've been watching you, blah blah blah. And we had been in like the same rooms, but like didn't interact or anything. So like I recognized who he was, but like I didn't know who he was, you know. And he's like, you know, we want you to come, like, just check behind the scenes. Like, there was no, like, talk of me doing anything at that point. It was just, like, check out what we do.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, I got to move some shit around. Like, I had a bunch of shit that day. Ironically, things started falling off for that day. I'm like, cool. So I only had, like, a doctor's appointment left that day. Then I'm on a live stream, because I just hop into people's lives, whatever. And it was White Noise's live stream. So it was, like, a late night live stream, too. Just... Hey, you know, just say what's up. Nikolai also goes into that live stream. So we're both on the live stream, whatever. And then White Noise is like, oh, Nikolai, like, can I say what's coming or whatever? So White Noise is like, oh, I'm going to be on the local artist show, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, Nikolai just invited me to that. Like, I was iffy on going, but like, if you're going to fucking be there, I have to go. Like, it's White Noise, right. You know? Like, big fan. Love ya. So I was like, all right. Let me fucking try to move this doctor's appointment. And I didn't know till like the morning of they confirmed that they could move my doctor's appointment. So I go for the first, you know, episode, which was White Noise and Taco, I think. Yeah. So I go and I'm just like, you know, getting like little clips and things just for myself to be like, oh my God, look, I'm here kind of thing. And then after the show wraps, you know, Nikolai and the team, they like, well, you know, what'd you think? Blah, blah. I like, think this is really cool. Like, this is, you know, on TV, you know, it's like gives artists a platform. Like, it's similar to and then they interviewed me that day too. Like, they sat me down. Steve, the CEO of the local artist show, was like, we want to interview you. So like, they like did like a whole bunch of promo for that, just that I was there. And I was like,
that's cool. Okay.
I'm like, this is so cool. Like, who the fuck am I? Like, it's cool. And so they did like a little thing that they put on YouTube just to promote that I was even at the station. So then they were like, we want to kind of bring you on board and like if you will be open to that, like doing a partnership kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, I'd be open to it. So then pretty much they gave me the next date, actually that day they were like, yeah, we've been trying to get a hold of Ouija, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Ouija, bro, that's my boy. Like, I could call him right now. You want to schedule him? That didn't take but 2 seconds. So literally that day I was like, hey, I called Ouija and I was like, hey, I have an opportunity for you. Can I like hand the phone over? Whatever. So, you know, they had already been looking for him. They just didn't get a hold of him. And I was like, bro.
Connected the dots.
Right here you go. Like,
introduction.
Yeah, so then obviously the next one was Ouija. And then I was like, so I was just doing like Lenny vlogs, and I was like, what exactly do you guys want me to do here? Like, whatever, you just be you. Like, just be you, bring attention to the show. And I'm like, me? Bring attention to a TV station? What do you mean? Like, you guys are on TV. Like, what do you mean you need attention? So I pretty much, so I do I just do like mini vlogs. I go and I do my thing. And then what's really special is their last episode of this season, Nikolai hit me, he's like, I want to do something different. Like, I want you to, like, we want to put a hand-picked Melly Starz artist. Like, to kind of, like give me something out of the partnership, like, kind of thing. So I was like, damn. So I was between a couple of people, which I can't say. You know who it is?
I know.
You know who it is?
Let them know who.
I can't until it's, like, official. We're not allowed to say who the next guests are publicly until they confirm. So it was between those two, and then we decided on who we decided on. And, well, it comes out on the 11th. I don't know if this will be out before then. So I'm not sure if I can say.
We'll make it up.
We'll make it.
We'll make it up.
Well, yeah.
We'll see.
Because this week's the 3rd, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be out before then.
Oh, okay.
It'll be out.
Oh, so then I can't say who it is.
You can't?
If it's gonna be before, I can't say.
Yeah, it'll be
If
right.
it's gonna be out after, I can't.
We can say after then.
No, it'll. He said that he wanted to know that. We'll tell you later. We'll tell you off camera. But
But I feel like it's like an obvious, like y'all know. I mean, it's on IG kind of.
It's out there. Y'all just gotta go. Y'all gotta find the breadcrumbs.
Yeah, exactly.
Go
Find a little breadcrumbs, put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
They performed at the rap party.
Yeah. And that's why. Look, I was going there next too. So talk to you just had season 4 the rap party for season 4 of Melly's Couch.
Yeah.
Talk to us about a little bit about the rap party. What it was like wrapping up the season, and then like what's to come. For season 5.
All right, so the rap party, I set that up in like 24 hours, basically, because when your business partner is Young Tact, you gotta be on your fucking toes. He had a few dates for Bourbon. That was one of them. We had talked about it when he got those dates, but like we hadn't, like there was no follow-up. And then I was like, you know what, it's getting closer and closer to the date. Like, are we doing this or not? So I reached out and I was like, hey, what's coming up, event, what, like, I didn't ask him straight up or whatever, and then he's like, oh yeah, the 21st, I'm gonna get these guys from Detroit to perform, I'm trying to put a show together. I'm like, oh, okay, so we're not doing the rap party. He's like, oh my god, yes we are, Melly, can you set it up and blah, 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 and I'm like, right now? Right now, okay, got it. So I had to, because again, he had to have certain special guests and things to kind of, again, he was taking the brunt of organizing everything with the venue and getting all of that. So he definitely was taking care of everything on the back end. So there was, obviously I had some compromises where I can't have every single person from the season. And either way, that would have probably been like a 8-hour event. It would have been more like a festival. So, obviously I reached out to some of my faves, obviously the Smokey. If I don't put the team on, I might fucking die. Double, because I love him. White Noise, for sure. I had to have White Noise.
Stank on it.
Ouija, because again, he's a fucking superstar. Sam I Am, because that was another big.
That shit was lit. His performance.
Sam I Am was.
Him and Epic, am I saying that
Epic
right?
One,
Epic One,
yeah. They was
shout out to y'all.
Yeah, so that was another like big interview that I did. DJ Tay as well, because he doesn't do interviews like at all. So he was gracious enough to do the couch, and then obviously Young Tact had to perform because the fuck. So that was pretty much the short list. I called everybody like the next day, like I'm taking Dobby out. I'm like, I'm just making calls. Hey, it's this day. Are you good? Are you good? Everybody was down. They're like, we're going. Like, we're good to go. And then it was like, all right, let's get a flyer going. Smokey did the flyer fast as fuck. And then it was just, I sent everything over to Tact, and then he was working with the venue to get everything situated. So it was just like, everybody knew what was coming. We had the flyers ready and everything, but we were just like, waiting for the go-ahead from the venue. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get too excited until Bourbon gives us the go.
I feel that.
And then they did, and yeah.
It was lit. It was definitely a dope experience, dope vibe. The energy was great. Seeing all the people that you interviewed and then everybody in one room. I seen a lot of connections be made too.
Oh my God, there's so many collabs coming.
So much shit coming. I was seeing people just talk. Like, interviews. They were just like, yo, even like for coming on the pod, like, some of the guests, like, we got the double bubble. Yeah. But it's like some of the guests, I let them like do their things and like, once we came and like they were there, like, oh no, like I'm ready to come sit down. I was like, oh, all right, cool. Like, and it was a good opportunity to network with some of those artists that, by them sitting down with you on the couch, like I probably didn't know who they were, but then now I become a fan because now I can actually listen and like, oh shit, like you're actually pretty decent. Yeah. So it kind of worked out, for I've seen a lot of people network and it worked out.
And I had people from the station come out, so somebody that performed is actually going to be on the next episode, but they don't know yet.
Yeah,
so I have to keep it under wraps again. But because of their performance, halfway through their performance, somebody from the station was like, "What was their name?" Because I just found my we met
them, right? From the station.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep that on the low, not say who it is or who we met or anything like that.
Yeah,
so I don't lose my
we
connection.
Don't know anything.
We know nothing.
We don't know nothing.
Yeah. So from their performance, they're gonna be on TV from being at the rec party.
So now I guess
what's coming next for season 5?
Yeah, what's coming next?
Well, I know.
Yeah.
I know a little bit. You gotta pull up, bro. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you.
Bro,
pull up, bro.
He only pulled up for the first episode for Miles. That was it.
He was gone after that.
I know how
I never saw him again.
But look, you gotta be like, Joe, like, fuck. Y'all recording at 7? Fuck it.
First off, he lets me know stuff last minute.
I let you know stuff when I find out.
No. It be stuff last. Y'all had a video shoot. I didn't know about the video shoot to the day after.
I didn't know about the video shoot.
He tell me you would have an event or something like that. He be like, yeah, you ain't know about the event. I'm like, no, you ain't tell me. It ain't on the calendar or nothing. He's like, well, it's tonight. I'm like, tonight? How you gonna tell me something?
Sometimes there's a lot of moving parts though. Sometimes shit'll be like the day before, 2 days before, and then I'll talk to you. You might not answer the phone, and then I forget.
We got texting, y'all. It's 2024. Text me. Like, if I don't answer, text me.
For love, bro. So Melly, what else you know?
Season 5, we were getting there. So I've been lying to the public. I said I'm done filming for the year. Well, now I am. But I said I wasn't going to look at the wait list until January. JK! The first 2 episodes of season 5 are already filmed. And I got... Oh my god, they're so dope. The first 2 guests are super dope. Masani, oh my gosh. Incredible. She does definitely... Like I said, she focuses more on live performances than on like releasing music. So that was definitely a different style of interview. But she was a big like... From day one, like the moment, I think she even said it, she's like, I just saw the purple couch. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know anything. I just filled out the form and like, I knew I had to be part of it. And that one really, her reaction made me feel like, holy shit, I'm doing something. Because she's like, this is like a goal. Like, you don't understand how much this means and blah, blah, blah. And like, for me, sometimes I forget that like, for me, it's like, I'm just doing my job. But I forget that, like, for some people, this is really, like, a goal. Like, to get on the couch is, like, a goal. I even had, at the rap party, someone come up to me. He's like, I don't feel like I've done enough in my career to be worthy of the couch. And I'm like, what do you mean? You've been in this industry forever. I don't think I'm worthy of the couch. When I'm worthy, I'll let you know. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who am I? So Masani's is really cool. That was definitely, like... It took me a couple days to process that one emotionally because of, like I said, how important it was to her. Then the second guest, Nye the Most High. What?
Yeah,
she's fucking incredible.
Nye was dope.
And even her, she shared like so many personal things that she said it like that she had to emotionally prepare herself to come on the couch because she knew. She hadn't really watched the full episode, but from the clips in which she's heard, like on the scene and stuff, she knew that this would be the platform where she would open up about certain things in her life. And that for me is like, holy shit, like the fact that people feel comfortable or that they're holding out on things to come on the couch and share it is incredible. So I'm getting through the wait list. I got the next 2 guests after them confirmed, so but I'm not gonna say anything, so I don't like to say anything till they're filmed. Because just because you confirm doesn't mean that you coming.
Yeah, right.
Until we're filming, I don't know shit. I already have the season finale guest confirmed as well.
Liddy.
And we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do a mid-season finale guest because we got some big names coming, and it just made sense. So we're doing a mid-season, which I already know who that's gonna be too. So
that's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Look,
And everybody's already,
format.
Yeah, a little different. And everybody's asking me like, so are you gonna have another rap party for season 5? I'm like, bro, I just finished this one. I don't know. And the only reason I did this one was because of tact. I'm like, I don't know if I could pull off another one. Everybody's like, of course you can.
You definitely can.
The next one we're gonna play. We're gonna really make.
So for the little girl that is interested in being in your shoes.
Oh wow. Okay.
10, 15 years from now, what kind of advice can you give them?
Oh wow. Damn. Don't stop. I think that was one of the things for me was I stopped a lot because I didn't believe in myself. I had so many accomplishments and stuff like that, but I still didn't think I was doing enough. I mean, I still don't think I'm doing enough, but I'm kind of getting to that point now where I'm like, you're doing shit. You're making waves, you know? Like, I'm giving myself pep talks. But yeah, don't stop and just do it. Just do it. Because a lot of times, I think I definitely focused a lot on like what people would say and like how people would think, especially like my family, like some people in my family, like that judgment and not always having that support, I think hindered me from being further. And but you know, everybody has their own path and their own journey, and shit's gonna happen when it happens. Everything happens for a reason and in the right timing, you know. So just keep going. Don't stop.
Keep going. Don't quit. Just do it.
Melly, how can they follow you at?
Melly Starz.
Everywhere.
Melly Starz.
Threads, Instagram, Twitch. Fucking my website is www.mellystars.com. YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio.
Tap the fuck in with Melly Starz. Y'all already know. So make sure y'all pull up, check her out everywhere. Literally.
Make sure y'all
check
like,
her out.
follow, share,
sub, man. Tap in, man. Leave that 5-star review, man. Most importantly, make sure y'all tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
To tell a motherfucking friend to pull up. It's the lot. Season 2. Yeah. Peace.
I think Big G made this beat.